Hi guys, my name is Chabo Mokhale for Total Human Coaching. And I want to kick this video off with a quote from Marcel Proust. I think it's Proust. I think he was a French novelist, and it says, "True discovery consists not in finding new landscapes, but rather in seeing through new eyes." And I invite you guys to look at your fitness journey as something that you want to do as a lifelong thing, because I think our bodies were meant to do something every single day. And because of the kind of lifestyles we live, we drive to work, we drive back, we drive to the shops, we don't really get an opportunity to get our bodies to actually move. And that's actually one of the definitions of something that's alive. You know, you stop living when you stop moving. Okay, so I invite you to look at your fitness or your wellness journey through these new eyes. And what I mean by that specifically is develop the frequency. The frequency is going to come first. The behavior is going to come first. The wellness, the body, the six pack, all of these things come as a result of you actually taking action. Now, when I say take action, I don't mean go join a CrossFit gym or any gym for that matter. I'm specifically talking about doing the bare minimum and doing it as often as possible so that you can actually get the results downstream. Now, it might start out like 2 days a week. You know, you move your body in some way, and some way might mean just a walk up the block. And 2 days turns into 3 days, turns into 5 days. And if you do that for a month or two, then you can start looking at exercise choice. You can start looking at things that actually resonate with you, things that you know you could actually do throughout your life. And it doesn't always have to be the same thing. You might do yoga for a while, you might take a boxing class, you might take a kettlebell class, but how I coach my clients is that I totally advise them to first start by building the frequency. Frequency is what's going to get you there. You need to do as many as possible in a 1 month period. We have 20 days, at least 20 working days in a month, and I advise that take it as important as it is for you to pay your bills, right? Because if you're making all this money, you know, around next year, what will it matter? So looking after yourself is something that I think you need to take very seriously. And one way to do it is to take just that one slice in your life and to pick an activity like walking. And walking is really easy. All you got to do is walk to the store or park a little further away from the door. And I keep emphasizing walking because it's something we all do all the time. It's just that because we've got cars and because we live the lifestyles that we live, these activities are not activities that we actually do often enough, at least. Okay, so the first thing you do is build your frequency, and then the second thing you do possibly is then start creating a vision for what it is you actually want. You know, a lot of people just say, I want a nice body, but what are the specifics? What kind of body are you looking for? You know, what would you like that body to be able to do? You know, for me, being able to play with my kids, being able to carry them, being able to be strong when I need to be strong, those things for me are important. And so I started out by doing the bare minimum, whatever that looked like back then. And now I'm at a place where, because I want to develop one or two qualities, maybe it's strength, maybe it's conditioning, now it's a lot easier for me to do and manipulate whatever these activities actually are. Now, when you take that one slice in your life, say your wellness, and you create a vision for yourself, right? Let's say that is a body, you have a picture of that on your vision board. Then you need to develop a strong why. Like, why do you need to do this? Okay, and make sure that those things are important to you. And this may take a little bit of time. It actually is worth just sitting back and looking at your wheel of life and just setting goals and setting visions and setting tactics and action steps in each to achieve whatever it is that you're actually looking for. Now, just to recap, again, true discovery is not in seeking new landscapes, but it consists of looking through new eyes. And I really invite you guys to look at this through new eyes, because I see a lot of folks out here joining gyms, which is not a bad thing, but it's exhausting, okay? Because you're pushing yourself to doing something that most times you actually don't want to do. And that's because you haven't set yourself a future self that will pull you towards it in the future, okay? I don't know why I say future so much, but you need to create a future self that is inspiring to you, that will make you want to actually get up and hit the road, or get up and take a walk, or do whatever the case it is. I think any other way of approaching it just becomes exhausting. And before you know it, you don't want to do it anymore, and then you're right back where you started, okay? So to recap for this video specifically, build a frequency, and once you have a frequency, you can start dealing with exercise choice. And then there, things start to get a little more interesting. And depending on the kind of person you are, like I say, you might want to do a yoga class, you might want to lift a bit of weights. And maybe let me say something about strength training. The older you get, strength training starts to become a necessity because we lose muscle mass as we get older. Okay, I think running is great, aerobics are great, but they don't stimulate our body in a way that actually serves us downstream. I think most of us, because we've had a lot of success running, we kind of stick with it, and that's okay, but there's a lot of wear and tear there. So I invite you to try and enjoy the process. Just move your body every day, play with your kids, you know, take the stairs, you know, park as far away from the door as possible, and just let that be your exercise for the day. And because it's so easy, you can tick a box and say, hey, I did it. And that's going to build your confidence. And in building your confidence, you actually start to do more of the hard things that you wouldn't do normally. Okay, my name is Chaba Mohale, and I really wish this video touches you in some way. And hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if it resonates, and hit the notification if you want to get more of these from me. But just like these videos, for me to get better at them and sharing the knowledge that I have to put in more and more of these so that I can start getting better. And what's actually happening now is that I have to now focus on the quality of the videos. But before I can focus on the quality, I have to just face the fear of actually standing in front here and speaking into a camera, and I'm getting my own reps in. So I really invite you guys to build a frequency first, and that's the behavior we're looking for. That's going to create the long-term result. Okay, my name is Chaba Mohale for Total Human Coaching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.